History remembers kings, their armies, their victories, their monuments. But sometimes, history is changed by the one person nobody feared. For 18 long years, Israel lived beneath the weight of another king. Every harvest, every family, every future belonged to Moab. But while a king trusted in walls, soldiers, and power, God was preparing one man. His name was Ehud, a man from the tribe of Benjamin. But there was something unusual about him. He fought with his left hand. To most people, being left-handed meant he was different. To God, it became an advantage. Sometimes the thing that makes you different becomes the very thing that changes history. Across Israel, families had almost forgotten what freedom felt like. Children grew up knowing only oppression. But every season of suffering eventually meets its turning point. Then, one ordinary task changed everything. Ehud was chosen to deliver Israel's tribute to the king. But before he left, Ehud made a decision. He forged a double-edged blade, not for battle, for one moment, one chance, one mission. The palace gates opened. For everyone else, it was another ordinary day. For Ehud, everything would change. Year after year, the people of Israel brought gifts, not out of honor, but out of fear. Today looked no different. Reveal. King Eglon saw just another messenger he never imagined. He was looking at the man who would end his reign. The tribute was delivered. The task was complete. Or so everyone believed. But somewhere along the road, Ehud stopped. He turned around. He was going back. Alone. Most people remember the blade. But the blade meant nothing until this moment. Every step back toward the palace was a step away from safety. History often remembers the final act, not the lonely walk that made it possible. The guards had already seen him once. He belonged there. That was exactly why no one stopped him. Then, Ehud spoke a sentence that changed everything.
I have a secret message for you, O king.
I have a secret message for the king. One by one, the room emptied. The noise disappeared. The servants left. The guards waited outside. For the first time, the king and Ehud were alone. There are moments when history seems to stop breathing. This was one of them. The king believed he was about to hear a secret. He was right. Just not the one he expected. The king leaned forward. Curiosity had replaced caution. For the first time, power was listening. Sometimes, history changes in complete silence. There was still time to walk away, to remain unnoticed, to live an ordinary life. But Ehud had already decided. Every story has a moment that cannot be undone. This was that moment. In a matter of moments, the balance of power had changed. The decision had become history. Now, every second mattered. Not because the mission was beginning, because it was over. The hardest part had never been the mission. It was getting home before anyone realized what had changed. Every heartbeat mattered, not because Ehud was running, but because time was finally on Israel's side. No alarms, no panic, not yet. Sometimes, victory isn't measured in strength. It's measured in moments. Every passing minute was a gift. When Ehud reached the hills, he didn't celebrate. He called, not for revenge, for freedom. For 18 years, they had waited. Now, someone was calling them forward. Ehud spoke only a few words, but they carried the weight of 18 years. Follow me. And they did. History remembers the victory. But victory began much earlier. It began when one man turned around. Sometimes the smallest step becomes the first step toward freedom.